You've thought about it hard. Jay, what is your decision? Yeah, I mean, this over this course of time, this has not been an easy decision for me. Acrylics is like my first love, you know, my first tube of paint, you know, just, you know, coming out of there. And, you know, this decision really boiled down to where I want to move with my career. Talked to my family, I've prayed about it. And ultimately, I think the best decision moving forward for me is to move with oil paintings. Yeah, that's gonna be my decision. What's happening, YouTube? This your boy JV Duncan coming to you guys with another episode of Starving Artist Visuals. Y'all, it's an exciting day for me. For the first time in my art career, I'm moving to oil paints. Now, why am I moving to oil paints? Because I want to, and it's my show. Now, as many of you know who have been watching my show, have been following my art, I have been an acrylic artist. What does that mean? That means, well, I don't use oils, or haven't been using oils. Typically, you'll need something like a glazing liquid as your medium, maybe some water to thin out the paint, but typically speaking, acrylics are just easy to use, and I love them. Now, if acrylics is what I have loved to use, oils is what I have feared to use. Oils are considered to be expensive, oil paint considered to be toxic, and oil painting is something that uses a lot of mediums, or you have a variety of mediums to use with your oil paint, which can be very confusing. All right, here's some things you're gonna need to start your oil painting. First, you're gonna get you some paint. I got a Winsor & Newton oil color set. I'm gonna let that focus. Boom, right there. This comes with a set of 10. I believe it's an introductory set. 21 milliliters of tube, so just show you what this looks like in the inside. Nice packaging, and then get all your pretty colors. Let that focus in again. All right, there you go. Now, when selecting paint or what paint to choose, it depends on what kind of artist you want to be. I want to be a really good one. All right, so when it comes down to picking paints, it can be very simple. What you want to select is an artist grade paint. I don't want to say you want to, you can choose a beginner set, but artist grade is where you're going to get a correct balance of pigment and filler. So depending on what oil paint you select, the more filler, the cheaper the paint. The more pigment, the better quality of the paint, probably more expensive the paint will be. This Winsor & Newton is artist grade paint. So for the next painting I'm going to do, I hope to get something that presents really great quality, the colors really pop out, and you're going to want something that holds a good pigment. Now, oils need something called mediums and solvents. I'm going to try to break this down as simple as possible because I'm a beginner myself in the oil painting game. So this is Gamsol. Gamsol is your solvent. Unlike acrylics where you can just use simply water to clean your brushes, you can use some water to mix into your paints. You can't do that with oils because oil and water does not mix. So what is used is something called an odorless thinner. I'm pretty sure you can use something called turpentine. I've heard bad reviews about it. The one thing with a solvent is that it can be very toxic, and I don't want anything toxic. So this Gamsol is student friendly. A lot of student artists use Gamsol when they're using oil, so I went ahead and just got the safest thing possible. Now, in your Gamsol solvent, you're gonna wanna put it in something so that you can clean your brushes with. I got this at Michael's. This is a sediment grate. And so it just looks like a regular plain container, and inside of it, it has a grate in the inside where you can scrape off and clean your brushes with. What this container will do is it'll leave the solvent, and it'll keep the solvent clean and have the pigment and the rest of the paint at the bottom, so you can actually reuse Gamsol, which is going to save you a lot of money. So now that you have an idea of what the Gamsol solvent is for, let's talk a little bit about the medium. So the medium I'm going to be using is Galkit. Galkit dries within 24 hours. So with oil paints typically dry a lot slower. So this medium is a newer medium out now that will speed up that drying time. So when you're painting with oils, you have to use a lean to fat ratio. So essentially the lean to fat ratio is every time you do a new layer, you're going to add more fat than solvent. So the first layer is going to have a lot more solvent, which will be the Gamsol, and then each layer upon that will be less solvent, more fat, so more medium. And so as you continue to do this, you're going to be able to layer your paintings properly. And from what I've heard, if you don't properly do this sort of system, the aging of your painting can be affected tremendously, as well as your painting starting to yellow, which you don't want at all. So guys, for my next painting, I wanted to go big or go home. This is a 36 by 48, so this is my largest painting. This is also by Blick. Y'all, I'm telling you, go online to get your art supplies. But this is a huge painting, all right? And so I'm excited to see, oh, Michael Jordan is still available. It's just waiting on a home. Look at him. All right, back to the main topic though. This painting is going to be huge. Do I know what I truly want to do? I have some ideas, but we're still working on that. Alright guys, so that is it. I hope this was able to maybe take some fear away of you using oil paint. I definitely am going to do another videos on actually showing you how I've been using the oil paint in my next painting. But I mean, it's 2020 out here, y'all. We've already been out of our comfort zone, so if this is your first time using oil paints, as it will be mine, I think you should try it. I think it's something that is not as expensive as I definitely thought it would be, not as toxic as I thought it would be. And there are products out there that can make your oil painting experience great and not take a lot of money out of your pockets. Might help you put some money in your pockets, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so appreciate you guys for watching my show. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the ring notification. Look forward to my next videos, because I look forward to them. Yeah, peace.
Now this here Papa Dunk with you, alright? And let me tell you something, I see this episode is about oil paints, and that's all cool and well, but let me tell you something right now. There ain't but two oils that you need to worry about. It's Crisco for my fried chicken, and it's oil to cover all your sins. Just put the oil all over you. That's the oil you need to worry about. Have a good day.